What I want to do in this video is kind of either introduce to you or refamiliarize you with a few key ideas, vocabulary ideas about triangles. And let's look at it in GeoGebra. All right, so here's one idea. And the idea here is that if we have in a triangle a line going from one of the points of the triangle to the opposite side that's perpendicular to that opposite side. Let me draw that. So for a perpendicular line, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select the line. And now I'm going to select it should go through point A. All right. So this length right here, this line segment from A to D is called, let me add some text. This is called an altitude of the triangle. Okay, so there's the altitude going from point A to line BC. And you can also imagine an altitude going from C to this side or from B going to this side. And you're going to construct them all in the same way. You're going to select a line that's perpendicular to one of the lines that goes through the opposite point of the triangle. Okay, there's one other idea that we want to talk about, which is called a median. And here's what a median is. If I select one side, and now I'm going to go to construct, and I'm going to construct the midpoint of side BC. All right, so what that is E is halfway between B and C. And so if I draw a line from A to that midpoint, that is called a median of the triangle. And it's called median. You can think about median in statistics, that a median was a number halfway between half of the numbers in the data set and the other half of the numbers of the data set. And this is kind of a similar idea because this area over here on the left is the same as the area over here on the right. Even though the triangles look very different, they have the same area because they've got, their bases are the same length and they both have the same height. All right, and there's a third thing I want to show you in this video, which is how do you take screenshots and then put them in documents? All right, and I'm not sure if you've been shown how to do that on the Chromebook, but I will show you one way that works. And if you have a way that makes you happier, you go ahead and do that. So let me share the entire screen here. So let's say I wanted to take a picture of this triangle with the altitude and the median in it. I can come over here to search and I'm going to select Snip. All right, and so there are two things that might come up. There's a snipping tool and snip and sketch. You might have both, you might have only one. Either one of them is going to do the same job. Let me click snip and sketch. All right, and so this gives me a picture or a window that looks like this. And so I'm going to press new. And now it gives me the screen where I started out and everything is gray. And so I'm going to come down here to one corner of where I want my picture to be. And I'm going to click and drag up to the opposite corner. And everything that's in white here is going to be the picture that I save. Okay, so there's the picture I just sketched. And not only is it here on this page, but it's also in my clipboard. So let's say I come over to a Google Docs doc. And if I want to paste in a picture, I can just paste in and there's the picture that I made. And if I wanted to make it smaller, I can click on it and then grab one of the corners and drag it down and it'll be scaled. So that is kind of a quick and dirty way to take a picture of something that you made in GeoGebra or really with any tool and then import it into other apps. So have fun with that. And what I'm going to do in the assignment that I give here is that I'm going to ask you to pick for a couple of different claims, I'm going to want you to make your own picture showing you, proving that fact. And you can play with moving the corners of the triangle around as you do that. But the main idea I want you to do is to take a picture of it and paste it into a document that you're then going to submit to me. Let me know if you have any questions about that. I'm not sure all those words came out in the right order.